All right, so DJ, before we kind of get into the questions, when's your expected graduation date?
Expected graduation date is May of 2018.
So in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So you have one semester left?
Yeah.
Do you plan on graduating on that time, or are you graduating or coming back that summer to finish out classes?
I will be fully graduated in school at that time.
Nice. And when did you start at the university?
August of 2013.
2013. Now we're done.
Yeah, 5 years later.
Light at the end of the table. 5 years is fine. And what are you? What's your major?
Information systems.
And then what's the ultimate dream job?
Ultimate dream job, honestly, is acting. But if I stayed in my informations field, probably database management, or get on some gaming development company and try to do kind of like their websites and whatnot. Try to develop them and kind of store all their data and whatnot.
Do you have any anything lined kind of next semester after you graduate, or are you just taking it day by day?
Just day by day. Right now, I've had my ear to the ground with kind of like governmental positions in kind of like the tech field. So emergency response analyzing is what I've kind of been like leaning towards. But you know, like those positions only open up like every couple of years, so it's kind of like a competitive field.
Nice. So DJ, what ultimately attracted you to the position?
So the position that attracted me, I've always wanted to apply since like my second semester in, but because of my job over the summer, I've never really been able to actually get that opportunity to do that. But because spring is my last semester, and winter break, like I don't have any jobs lined up back at home or anything like that, I have no reason to go home. So I figured I would be able to dedicate all my time over winter break to the facility and the position and everything like that.
And what was your job over the summer? What did you do?
I was a VIP cabana server at California Bay Water Parks.
Alright. So you've been here for with the program for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's been at the Lombardi Rec Center. And what overall role do you think the program has on campus?
I think it plays a huge role in terms of like keeping people like kind of like the priorities set straight. I mean, if you're trying to like balance class, fraternity life, other clubs that you may be involved in, the gym kind of like ties everything together. You kind of get everyone from everything coming into the gym. You see all kinds of people coming here. You end up knowing the same faces and like meeting new people from here. So you develop friendships. So just on the aspect of just taking your physical appearance to like the next level, you also develop relationships with the people here. Nice.
And would you say you utilize the fitness center frequently?
Yeah, probably like 4 or 5 times a week.
Okay.
I'd say more like 4, but.
Cool. So what do you think some responsibilities are required of a student building supervisor?
On the employee aspect, any conflicts that come up like with employees or anything like that, being able to deal with that in the appropriate manner. And if things were to escalate after that, kind of like taking it to the next person who would be able to deal with that, like the next step along the line. In terms of like the actual people who come to the facility, just being able to regulate policy, making sure that the staff members are doing their jobs, being productive at work, whether it be cleaning something or informing something of the right information. Just making sure that everything is flowing smoothly in a way, so that you don't have like anything that comes up that's like unexpected that you can't really handle.
Okay. What leadership experience do you have, and what are some traits a good leader should possess?
So I've had leadership experience dating back all the way since I was like 5 years old, just starting with sports and being sports captains all my life. So that's one aspect. Another aspect is taking on project management roles within some of my classes. So in my field, all the upper division classes are all group work based, and because of that we have to have project managers, and then you just have like your separate team members like below that. And so I've always tried to like seek out that project manager position to be able to like lead the project in the direction that it should go, and kind of give the direction to the other teammates to how they want to do that. And then also with the VIP cabana server, I've been there for like 3 or 4 years now. The summer after my freshman year I was there, so I've been like a veteran VIP server there. So all the new staff that comes in for my summer job at the water park, I have to like train them. I have to communicate with higher management about like who maybe like wants a job, like who needs a job, who like recommendations, everything like that, and I kind of like hold kind of somewhat power at that. So I mean, I'm a leader over the other command servers.
Nice. Are you involved with any clubs or organizations on campus?
Currently no, but I was a part of Sigma Phi Epsilon for I think 7 semesters.
Nice. During your time there, did you have any leadership positions?
I've had positions on boards, so I didn't actually have like an exec position, but I have been on their boards, like various different boards in the fraternity. So if someone needs something done, they can always come to me and count on me to like be able to, you know, delegate and regulate things so we can actually get it done.
All right. So how would you say you manage your time and prioritize tasks?
So recently, like in the past, like, it hasn't been that good, but recently I've actually noticed myself actually kind of take that development to like the next level. It's actually getting really good now. So I would say at the beginning of junior years when I started noticing it, like my time management skills kind of starting to take effect. Sorry, and so with that, like just being able to do classes, schedule my classes a way that I know like my schedule is gonna need me to like take those classes. Same thing with work. No issue with that. And then because I don't have like I'm not involved with any other clubs right now, it's not really too difficult to juggle work and school. But then, you know, like the whole aspect of I'm graduating soon comes into play, and so finding that career path may add to like the stress of it, but I still don't see it being a problem of like time management.
Okay. And would you say you're more like you use a calendar, use a notebook, or you sticky note kind of person?
Definitely calendar. I need my list, my day-to-day planned out, or else I won't do anything that I said I was going to do. So kind of holding myself to that integrity and, you know, following my list day-to-day.
Nice. In the event of an accident or injury in the facility, what steps would you take to ensure safety and proper operations of the facility?
So do you have like an injury in mind, or just...
Yeah, let's just say there's a sprained ankle on the basketball court.
So sprained ankle, you go up there, you obviously like assess the situation, like see how severe, like how much pain they're in, kind of like decide what steps to take after that. So if they're like in an obscene amount of pain, obviously like you'd call EMS. You'd radio down, call the staff member to radio EMS, give them our building number, everything like that, to come to the facility to make sure he's okay. And I mean, if you just rolled an ankle, then obviously you can't like break it, but you'd still have to like have them there. Incident report, if they need ice or anything like that, like fill out an incident report. Make sure that that's all filled out and correct on there so that we all have the right information. And then after that, if EMS is called and shows up, let them do their process, don't be in the way of that, and then until they get there, just make sure that the situation is calm and comfortable for the person.
Right. How would you resolve a conflict between two building staff employees?
So at the beginning of the conflict, I would expose it, just kind of bring it up to both people individually. It's like, hey, I've noticed this thing, like, if you could probably like do this, like, kind of like, so I'm thinking, so two people, like, having conflicts, talk to them one-on-one individually. Figure out what each side of it is, like figure out the best way to possibly move forward with conflict. If it then escalates, then I don't know the whole write-up thing or anything like that, if I would just like put it, like take it to the next person higher up, which would be you, or if I would have to like fill out a write-up form if the conflict continued to progress.
Okay. And what if, a lot of times we see not so much conflict with like the staff, you know, staff to staff, but we see it more so with that staff and the supervisor.
Okay.
How would you, in a situation where you had to work with someone who didn't respond well to you, as far as like, you know, you're like, hey, I need to go to this, and they kind of gave you like a bad attitude towards you, how would you handle like a situation like that?
So if they handle the situation like that, I would obviously keep like a professional persona about myself. I wouldn't let it get to my head. I would stay calm and collected so that they know I'm dealing with them in the most professional manner possible, because if you're not professional, then you're not going to get the same in return. And so professionalism, if they still like have some sort of grief with me after that, then at that point it's like, well, you can either like you do this or it's gonna be right up. Like it's in your job description to do like what I'm advising you to go do. Like it's not like you have to do exactly what I'm telling you, but there is certain things that we have to take care of day to day, and those things need to get done. So if you have a problem with getting those tasks done, then you're gonna have to be written up and just go about it that way.
Cool. DJ, how do you want to improve yourself in the next year?
Improve myself, I want to continue to develop my time management skills. That's something that always can be developed on, as well as my communication skills with peers, professors, even higher ups and like managers and stuff like that. Just being able to communicate with them on a clear level. Physically speaking, like I want to see myself get a little bit more shape. I mean, with that comes a lot of work and dedication, so that's a good representation of myself, I think. And then honestly, just keep my life on track, just keep pursuing the goals that I have. Like my number one goal is the acting, so as soon as I graduate, keep pursuing that. Better myself as an individual in terms of relationships that I build with people, relationships with my family, like everything like that. Just being able to be a supporting kind of backbone for the people that need me to be.
Is there can you provide an example of a time you went above and beyond, like the Call of Duty at work?
So, does it have to be here? Can it be like?
It could be here, it could be somewhere else, yeah.
Okay, so down at Cowabunga, it's kind of like a instinct kind of thing or not. So my job description is serve cabanas and whatnot. But time to time it gets really hectic up there, and we only have one manager for our whole entire department. So with that, like angry people, hot sun all day, like it's not a good situation. So numerous times I've had to step out of my comfort zone and kind of take over the manager's spot at where I work over the summer at Cowabunga, just to try to like get people moving and like try to solve problems as quickly and efficiently as possible. So instead of just like serving cabanas and like making sure that those customers are satisfied, I have to make sure that the people up front coming in, like checking in, make sure that they have everything like that lined up, is ready to go, and that they have no conflicts with anything like that.
Last question I have for you, DJ. Can you name someone that you idolize and why in 3 words?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, can you name someone that you idolize and why in 3 words?
Definitely my dad. I idolize my dad. 3 words. I don't know, my dad is just positive and just good. He's just a good person, just has his head on straight. I mean, that's the 3 words: positive, efficient, and emotional. He is. I love my dad.
That's good. Cool.